This is Kathy from Lady Stamp-A-Lot, and I wanted to show you how to make these cute shaker cards. We did this at my July Stamp Club meeting. Okay, so we're going to make the Christmas one today, and we're going to use the stamp set from Stampin' Up! Called Better Together. It's a 2-set stamp. We're going to do Merry Christmas. So I'm going to start with a 3¼ inch square of Whisper White cardstock, and with the words I'm going to use Memento black ink, and I'm going to put that in the center. Okay, and while I'm stamping, I'm going to do the stars on the Cucumber Crush. This is 4 by 5¼ and I'm going to use the Cucumber Crush ink right on the Cucumber Crush. And this set comes with these 2 little stars. And the first time when I used the solid one, I hate to point this out, but it made a really sloppy mess with catching the edges. So what I did was I just trimmed it a little bit closer using straight cuts, and hopefully that'll cut away the problem with the catching the edges. So let's give it a try. With the Stampin' Up's ink pads, you don't need to press very hard or pound on your stamp pad. You're just going to tap lightly, and that's much cleaner stamp. So I'm going to turn that around and just stamp it randomly, and you notice I stamp off the edge of the paper. It just makes it appear more natural. I'm just going to stamp the stars just in a random pattern. Okay, next thing we're going to do is cut our window out from this piece. I'm going to bring in the Big Shot, and we're going to use the Layering Squares framelits. So I'm going to take the green card front, and I'm going to use, this was the number 7. I'm going to kind of center it side to side and sort of make an even border all around. And I'm going to cut out my window. Okay. Now this piece you can use for something else. That goes in my scrap box. There's my window. And now I'm going to just take a scrap of black, and I'm going to use that same size that I cut the window out of. And then this is the scallop. It's actually 2 numbers above it. This is a 9. This was a 7 little square and a 9 scallop. I'm going to put them in there in between each other. I'm going to cut that out with the Big Shot. And that is going to give me this little frame right here, which I want to use to frame my window. This can be used again. I'm going to put that in the scrap pile. I'm going to glue this on. Now you can do different things. You could use the liquid glue. You could use the fine tip glue pen. I'm going to use snail. And when I do it on the silicone sheet, I'm just going to snail it like that. This protects my paper from getting sticky. Okay, I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to center this around here. The liquid glue actually gives you a little bit more play time, but this is just fine. And if you get any extra glue, you can use the glue eraser, but that looks pretty good to me. Okay, now I'm going to take the words that I stamped Merry Christmas, and I'm going to use the confetti, the star confetti border punch, and the glimmer paper from Stampin' Up. This is just beautiful. It does not shed too much. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and punch this right on top of my words. You could also use sequins or confetti that you purchase at a party store. There's a new sprinkles punch that would punch out some really cute different shapes, but I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to pile that up in the middle. Here's my window. I'm going to take a window sheet. These are just clear acetate. Stampin' Up! Sells these in 12 by 12 sheets. I cut this to 3 by 3. Put this down with some glue dots. So take your glue dots and attach one to each corner of this window sheet. And then this is just going to go right over the opening. Now, to make it the shaker card, you're going to use these new foam adhesive strips from Stampin' Up! These are just straight sheets of pop-up. Gives you some dimension, and it gives you thickness for the things to shake around. So this is going to go right around here, and it's double-sided, sticky, so that's sticky. And then when I get to here, I'm going to cut. Now I'm going to make sure these butt up against each other so no confetti gets out. Now I can peel the whole thing off, or I can cut as much as I need. There's different ways of doing this. Just make sure you butt that up. And I could do a little piece right here. Okay, it's not pretty, but no one's going to see it. Alright, now stick that back to use later. Alright, now what you want to do is take your embossing buddy, and this is going to release some of the stickiness off of the side of the foam tape. Plus it's going to take static out of this window sheet so that the confetti doesn't stick to it. So I'm going to bring in my words with the confetti that's in a nice little pile there. I'm going to peel up the paper. So now I'm just going to look through here and just kind of trying to center that over that, like that. And then you're going to press. And you can shake. Oh my gosh, isn't that so cute? Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so to decorate the front, I'm going to use the sequin trim. You could also cut this apart and use this for your inside shaker. But I just cut a little piece off just to put a little here as a little decoration. And I'm going to attach that with a glue dot. And this will kind of fray at the ends. So what I did before I put it down was I just glue dotted these last two together so they'll stay. And then I have a glitter star. I used some of the glimmer paper that we used to make the confetti, and I just punched a star out of it. This is a retired star punch. I don't have the new medium star punch from Stampin' Up! Some of your Thinlits might have a star. I believe the Thinlit treat bag does, and of course there are star framelits. I think I need to cut that in half. It's too big. And some of the Christmas sets might have a nice star. So I'm just going to put that on with half of a dimensional. Alright, and then to finish this card, I cut my cardstock in half this way just for a different look. So this is 4 1/4 by 11. And then it's going to stand up this way. So I would just attach this. Now when you attach this, you're going to want to use dimensionals. Because of this being up so high, this has to be off the card as well. If you do it flat, it's going to be bumpy and not look very good. You could also use the foam adhesive strips that we used here to attach it, but I'm just going to use dimensionals. And I don't like to be stingy with these. I want it to look nice, so I'll put pretty many on. Did you know that if you punch your nail in the middle of this, it makes it a little bit easier, it kind of releases the edge. You could also attach some liquid glue here if you wanted to. I think I got them all. Just going to center that so we have a little border showing all the way around. And then on the inside, you want to take a 4 by 5 1/4 piece and just decorate it however you want. This comes with this stamp set. One of the best parts of the season is keeping in touch with you. So that's how you would finish up that card. If you have any questions, please visit my blog and contact me through that. And enjoy. Thanks for stopping by.